have to do that. Okay. Yeah, Mom, they didn't belong where you put them. Oh, my God. Ma'am, I got to say something, please. Your daughter is super. Your people are great. I said, that's how my wife is right here. She's just like that little girl. I said, I love it. I said, you're so sweet, cutie. I mean, so orderly for a little girl. She must have been maybe 9 years old at that. When she said it and pulled her mom over to fix those things and put them right back where they were, I said, that's right. They didn't belong there where her mother put them. And her mother should have known better. Supposed to be teaching the kids the right thing. Replace or return things where they should be in the proper place. I said, you get out of here. But,
hey, I gotta ask you, how did you get your missus involved in ham radio? Did she take interest right off when you did?
Oh, that's another story. Back in the day, I was in a CB before I met Donna. First wife, I was married to another one up in Connecticut. Had children on my first wife, too. I was in a CB, 11 meters. I used to talk out of Bridgeport and work Long Island. Islip, Long Island, across the shore from Bridgeport into New York. We'd be up to about 2 in the morning or so, like what we're doing now on the CB radio. And at that time, I had 5 watts, maybe 12. I'd peak and tweak the radio up. I took interest in those radios. Some of the guys had amplifiers and modulators. I said, man, hey, how come you sound so loud so far away? They would tell me, I said, man, where could I get one? Well, you know, you could make it, you could do it. I don't think I'm technical enough to make anything like that. So I got a little paperback book. I was reading, looking at circuits and different things. I said, wow. Anyway, I end up escalating. I got it was a Demco modulator and Black Cat, and I got linears, and I started taking interest in radio. Then I dropped out after maybe 7 years in the CB. I even got a license back then, KMA 9517. It was back in the late 60s. On into the 70s. Then we separated. My first wife got a divorce, and I ended up with Donna. And I had a CB a little bit in one of my trucks up there off and on. Then we moved back to the south. And I had 11 meters here in the south for a couple of years. And I knew the CB because, you know, my previous history from up in the Northeast. I knew all the lingo and the rap and this and that. I got along with a lot of CBers because they're people, just like you and me. They're people are people. I don't care if you're in CB or in no radio at all, or ham. I wanted to be a ham up here. One day I'm going to upgrade. I'm going to get a ham license. Looking one of them bigger radios. And so, anyway, so we went to I started out as a novice tech to get into the 10 meter pros. It still had CB. And I would get up on 10 meters, and I remember they were saying, CQ 10 meters, CQ 10 meters. And I listen, I'm going on, okay, who is it? And I'd be working at a DX. Wow, that's so freaking cool, I like it. And at that time, I couldn't really talk 10 meters. I could pirate up there, and then, you know, because at CB, we were talking on those open channels from, below 1 and above 40. You know, you had numbers like 581 to 56, whatever. So anyway, we escalated. I escalated. I grew. I advanced from that to got my technician license. I was so freaking proud. And I did my 5 words. And then Donna said, she would quiz me on the book because I was practicing for general. She said, this stuff is all easy because she has a photostatic memory. She's exceptionally smart. She had a good brain. I tell her when she gets these migraine headaches and takes Imitrex, that's because your brain is too big for the case. And your brain is probably pressing on your skull. Oh, shut up, she said. She's something. But we got along. We've been together forever. So she would read the book, Jim, and she would remember the questions. I mean, the questions and the answers. So that's how she did. I could take this test and I'd pass it. Yeah, but there's code too. You got to do 13 words a minute, babe. Let me listen to some of that stuff, and I could do that too. So I tried my 13 because I was a technician at the time. She took her technician, she passed it with flying colors. She said, it's easy. She maybe embarrassed me. I said, she's book smart too. Me? But anyway, she passed that, and I went for my general, and I failed. Failed the code. I think I got 2 wrong, too many wrong. Too many wrong on the test, in the theory. And she took it, She passed it. And it kind of got me like, where the hell did you come from? How did you do that? You know, where you're pretty smile, probably flirt with the VEs, and they gave you, I don't believe it. Oh, he said, I did it. Well, here, you get the book and quiz me, I'll tell you. So, she would quiz me. She didn't even have to open a book to give me the answers to the questions. Oh, I don't know, she says, multiple choice. Is it this? Is it that? Blah, 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 blah. If I would stumble, she said, well, here, I'll help you and I'll tell you what it is. And the book was closed. Yeah, how do you... that wasn't the question, the answer, other. Sure, damn it, she was right, and I was not. That's how she... Anyway, she passed me, and then she did the advanced, too. And I failed the advanced, and she passed that. And just by the skin of my teeth, I failed. But, of course, I went back, and I got it. In extra class, she did the same again. But she's extra class 84 LA in Bedford for many, many years. But she's a brain. We're slowing down. Age is catching up to us, Jim.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, though. I'd like to get my wife interested in it. She's similar to your wife as far as absorbing stuff. She helped me study for a journeyman electrician test back in the 80s. And I passed my journeyman test back then, and she was actually going to go in the Army. And she took an ASVAB test, and she scored so high on the electrical part on the ASVAB test, they made her retake it. And that was simply from absorbing it. She didn't have a clue what the hell she was talking about, but she had absorbed that from helping me study for my test. So, but I'd like to get her at least in the technician level so that she could talk on the VHF, UHF stuff, you know. And I could be at hunt camp, you know, 80 miles away, and she could talk to me through the repeater system. But she's not interested in it. I can't get her interested in it. So we've got GMRS here. We'll play around. We've got a pretty good repeater here in the county on GMRS, and she'll, if I run to town or something, she'll listen out on GMRS, and I'll holler at her on that once in a while. But she's not interested in it.
Yeah. Donna's that way too. They know, they got the memory. It's like an elephant, a photostatic memory. They can look at things, and they could absorb it and retain it. The things, a lot of things, you know, I'm hearing somebody, if they're telling me something, I might be listening. It depends if it's interesting or not. We got a thing. I think maybe it's a man thing. If it doesn't hold my attention, I'm hearing it, but I'm not paying attention, really listening. I'm not absorbing it. And then, like, when she's telling me something, we're going to town, and she's reading an article or something about a crime or a situation that took place. Oh, yeah. You know, I'm saying, yeah, no, I know what you mean. And then she's saying, and then a guy, you know, he actually took her and he shot her 3 times or something. What? What happened? I knew you weren't listening. I knew. Oh, now all of a sudden you want to know what's happened. Did you not hear what I was saying? Yeah, but, I really probably, I don't know if it's just a pastime when people are talking to you. It's like, yeah, blah, 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 blah. And they go back to them, and you maybe get a part of what they were saying, but not all of it. You got the gist of it. And a lot of times I do that. I'll play on that. Because I'm thinking of other things I got to get done. I got a job here. I got to pick up some money there. I got to do this stuff. Sometimes it's like that multitasking in my brain. So a lot of times I'm having conversation, except like now on radio. Sometimes I fall back short on this too. And if too many people are talking about different things, I'm probably not sure all the topic, which way it's going. Or if it was somebody before you said something, I might want to respond and think you said it or something else. But, yeah. Do you seem like you deal with stuff like that?
Well, they make medication for that stuff, Sal.
It's called overload.
Yeah, mine's CRS. As I'm getting older, I can't remember anything, I'm still looking for my toast.
And the last letter is SHIT. Can't remember. Yeah. Anyway, it's all fun. It's all good. But anyway, Dad, down a pass. But like if she had start soldering and all, nah, can't do that. So she has arthritis, so her hands ain't as good as they used to be. Her fingers are starting to bend a little bit. Getting, knuckle over the joints and stuff. That's a terrible thing that people get. I don't have it so far. I don't want it. Even I see a lot of guys, they got that too. They've overworked their hands.